Well, Merry Christmas Eve, I think,
Merry Christmas Eve
to everybody.
Yeah.
Every time we get on a camera, I'm Marty Mongello, and this is my wife, Stormy. We think it's a kiss cam. So thank you for joining us for Candles and Tears, a Ukraine Christmas. We have our candle lit here today with our friends and colleagues from Rotary International and also the Rotary Club of Global Impact and the United States Presidential Service Center, as well as Phoenix Foundation and Mongello Associates Strategic Marketing. We're so thankful for our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, we have our tree up, and we're wishing everybody a wonderful, wonderful candle drive as we begin today. And I think Stormy has a prayer for us today, and we're going to have a couple of other special guests come on. Did you want to read your prayer now?
Yes.
to open up? And I'll bring in some of our guests now from all over the world.
Father, you make this holy night radiant with the splendor of Jesus Christ in our light. We welcome him as Lord, the true light of the world. Bring us eternal joy in the kingdom of heaven where he lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. And welcome to Patty Frudenberg. She has her candle. She's holding it with love. I can see from New York and also from California. Elena has her candle. Welcome, Elena, our Ukrainian American friend who has helped so much. Patty, how are you feeling today? Our certified death doula. You have so much love and heart for the whole world. You do so much better than I do with these things. Give us some thoughts, Patty.
Well, nobody escapes this, and it's just one of those things that we just have to just give it up to God. Thank you, Stormy, for that prayer, because when it's beyond our understanding, we have to accept that, that it's beyond our understanding. But what can we do? Well, we could gather here in fellowship together, and there is power in prayer, and there's power in unity, and we stand with the Ukraine. So that's what I have to say about this. And thank you, Marty and Stormy and everybody here who is standing by Ukraine on this, beautiful day. So many people are celebrating, eating with their families, and there are people suffering. And we cannot take for granted our beautiful privileges, but that's what they are. They're privileges. And I just pray that they can overcome this, especially here, on this day. Marty and Stormy, back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It does mean a lot. And the light of the candle is the light of the world to show around the world that we are with Ukraine.
That's right. And in the Evergreen Chapel at Camp David, the Camp David Resort and Conference Center, we always say, at the very worst, we can light a candle. And the President of the United States has lit a candle in that chapel for so many years since it was created. And it really is very important. I'd like to shift over to Elena, our Ukrainian American expert who helps us with so much. And one thing I would like to say, Elena, you have such a beautiful shirt on today, and you guys sent Stormy this one, and I have one that I haven't debuted yet. But would you comment about the hand done needlepoint? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hello Rotarians. And first of all, I would like to say big thank you for your support and for your daily work. I see how hard Marty and Aaron works every day. It became like full-time job to help Ukraine. And guys, without your help, without support of people like you, of American families who support Ukrainians now and who are here, can you imagine how much we can do? So one person cannot be a fighter, and a small country like Ukraine also cannot fight the big bear, Russian bear, because it's one of the superpower. And from history, we know that America and NATO countries, they were ready 70 years to fight Soviet Union. But this, unfortunately, this disaster, this war came from where we least expected, from Ukrainian neighbor. And I would like to say big thank you for everyone for what you do, guys, every day. I met you on LinkedIn, so LinkedIn connecting people, and now you became my friend. So I'm meeting you, I'm in touch with you, and you do such an amazing job because you connected Rotarians and members and people from European countries, and your work is amazing. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and all your families. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to go to another fist fighter, a hard worker. Patty often says he refuses to give up. He just won't take no for an answer. He's dogged and determined and relentless. And when people drop a rock into his creek, he just flows right around them, like Bruce Lee said. Be like water, my friend. Pour me in a glass. I will become the shape of a glass. Aaron, how are you today, and what is going on Christmas Eve?
Well, I talked to Mark Luther earlier. They're having Christmas dinner in Lviv by candlelight, ironically enough, because they have no power. But they're grateful that they have their family and they're together. And I don't know. It was just a reminder about the situation is very terrible, and collectively, I feel like we can appeal for compassion in the world, and so we can come together, support people in need. It's like Chaplain Lewis says, it's many hands make light work, and that's what it's going to take. It's up to us to put the world right. Collectively, we have to put the world right.
Absolutely. It is, and it does take a lot of hands, I think.
Yeah.
Not one person can do it all. And somebody asked me one day, why won't Rotary help do this? And I was like, we're just not big enough, even though we have raised $433 million in the past year through our foundation. We're just not big enough. And the United States just announced 1.85 billion. That's not a lot of money when you look at a country. We're doing 27 trillion per year in our total economic output and work in the United States. So when you think about 27 trillion and we're giving 1.85 billion just this week for a Christmas present, it's not a lot, but it is going to take all of our partner countries, Germany, Austria, all of them in NATO, and all of our other friends around the world, Dubai, everybody. And I'd like to throw it over to Dr. Pauline Crawford. She is so eloquent. She has so many gifts that I don't have, and has just come on to the Presidential Service Center Board of Directors recently. And Dr. Pauline, how are things in Las Vegas today? Oh, we didn't get her audio again. Okay, every once in a while, we have a minor audio issue with Dr. Pauline. So she usually fixes it in a jiffy. I see we lost Patty also. Pauline, when you come back, just let us know, and we're going to put you on. I would like to say it takes a lot of hands. The Red Cross, for instance, and the International Red Cross and many other people have stepped up to try and help Ukraine. Elena, I did want to ask you about the recent idea to ship candles to Ukraine, because they honestly have mentioned to me with Katerina, she said, Martin, it's like living in the 1600s here, okay? And we are like poor, homeless people. If you would meet a beggar on the street, we don't have sewage, water, toilet, electricity, gas for the gas fireplace, nothing. We are literally down to living in the 1600s, Martin. So this is just terrible. And I see Katerina is struggling to get on. Your internet is gone. Your Wi-Fi really is gone. Would you mind telling us if we ship the candles, Elena, we can just ship them right to the office there in Kiev?
Yeah, Rotary Club of Global Impact has a representative office of Phoenix Foundation, and helped a lot of humanitarian aid. And of course, now the lighter lights, candles, generators, this is what Ukraine needs now, because the temperature drops. It's cold, minus 15, minus 10 degrees. So temperature drops, and people of Ukraine, they have regular shutdowns of the electricity, of hot water. So they manage to do everything within 1 or 2 hours, once they have a light, so they connect quickly and do everything, you know. And of course, it slows down our volunteers and Phoenix Foundation who goes to the front line to deliver the aid. So it slows down, but I talked to my mom who's in Kiev now. She said, you know what, to be honest, I will be living with candles, but I don't want to live under Russian occupation. So Ukrainians are fighting. They're not giving up. They're resilient. They continue to study, to work, even in these conditions. So that's why we need now to provide Ukrainians to support them with a light, with generators, with candles, with warm clothes, because not everyone have a luxury to stay at home, and to their premises are not heated. So any help is appreciated. And I see that Katerina connected, so maybe she will tell more how the situation is in Kiev and with the Phoenix Foundation and volunteers and the people who work for the foundation there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Katerina,
Good,
please go ahead. Good to see you.
good evening, everybody. Good evening, America. First of all, we would like to say big thank you for all support from American people for our country, for our people, for our children. This year and this Christmas and this winter, very special for us. Our foundation, we receive a lot of requests, especially from kids, and our heart crying because this year our children they have very special wishes for Saint Nikolai, for Santa Claus. They not asking about toys or some special gadget or some sweets. They ask for very simple things, for clothes, for food, for weapons, for military who protect our country. They ask for some help and to his father and brother uh, to back at home, first of all. And our kids, especially now, sitting on the ground without Christmas tree, without lights, without in cold temperature, but still pray for our win, for our people, for our independence and for our future, of course. That's why for us, we cannot say no, because we are just, they believe we are only one, how to say, they believe we can help to them and to provide some foods, candles, clothes, etc. And a lot of hospitals, we receive requests from hospitals, from city administration, because they create a lot of humanitarian help center with 24 hours people can come and charge phone and can have some foods and hot tea, coffee. It's very hard for us this year, this Christmas especially, because all kids, especially around the world, celebrate this Christmas Eve and Christmas mood, and unfortunately for us, it's very difficult. And and we understand all people and all world tired to from our request, but we don't have another choice, unfortunately. When we receive some letter from kids, please, Phoenix Foundation, you are like our Santa Claus, please give us something for our military people, for our father, brother who now in front line to protect our country, and please can provide some clothes, food, etc. It's wishes from our kids, from Ukrainian in the moment. They pray only for one thing, to this war finish and all people back to the home, and we will live like our normal life like before. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's why all support very important for us. Not for us, for our kids, for our future, and we are trying to help from different sides. We are trying to provide generator because it's very simple, to have some lights and hot, normal temperature in the room.
Yeah,
of
and it's
all.
amazing how many things run off of electricity also.
Mhm.
The internet,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, there's certain pumps and things.
Water processing, water purification.
Water processing, flocculation for sewage, sanitation, toilets, defecation,
Everything.
everything that you want to try to do,
Mhm.
the lamps, you know, and I had regrettably another gentleman was telling Aaron and I and Patty how horrible it was in Nigeria with the floods, and he was showing us filthy water because the borehole was contaminated with filthy water from the flood, and how they have to pour the water. He was showing me and boil it on the stove with a pot to make it sanitary to then drink and filter. And I told him, I said, um, we're helping you, and had a massive event there helping them. But I do want you to think about, like, you're using a stove. You're showing in the film a stove with gas where you're boiling the water. And he said, yeah, I am showing you. I was like, okay, that means you have like electricity, and I noticed that the lights are on, and gas for the stove. You have a lot of good things going for you, man. And he thought about it, and he wrote me back like an hour later and said now he understands like why a lot of people are focused on helping Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, Pauline, did we
Right.
get you with your sound now?
I believe so. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wonderful.
Thank you, Katerina, for your insights. It's very salutary to understand, that we have light here, and I can turn the lights on, and I can turn the fire on. So I send my love to everybody in Ukraine, and understand how difficult it is. And as much as possible, we will help you and make sure that we send things to you. But bless you for being there and for coming on. And thank you, all of you. You're all amazing in what we're doing in the world. I think the big message is hope. And the hope is what we must place our hearts and souls on. And hope for 2023 to bring some end to this madness. And that's what I'm that we have to have hope, because otherwise we won't do anything. So thank you. And thank you, Elena and Aaron and Patty, Marty and Stormy. You're all amazing. And I'm very privileged to be here. So I wish you all a very Merry Christmas from Las Vegas.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Dr. Pauline, I was excited today to do some videos at the food bank outside. I noticed a car had pulled up. Somebody had left a 44-gallon trash bag of used toys. They took all those toys. They took a little choo-choo train that was used, made out of plastic, out of the food bank. They didn't touch the food. And I was just amazed that somebody was able to get all that and put it to good use. People are suffering in the world.
Yes.
Also, we had a great year of donations from Janet Griffin Winter, sent 3 boxes of food here. Patty shipped food to the food bank from New York. We also had Dr. Rodriguez donated $600. And then recently, Manu Seth, just last week, donated $100. So I want to thank all of our sponsors that are assisting the Presidential Center and Rotary International.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Lane, who has gathered candles that
Yeah.
we're ready to
Yeah. So that's a big announcement today is Dr. Elaine, or Reverend Elaine.
Reverend Lane. Sorry.
She has gathered together 104 candles. We're going to add to that and make it 150 candles today. Does anybody else have an announcement? I know Elena has an announcement about some lanterns, Elena?
Yeah, there is a children polyclinic in Kiev, so we are buying them these LED lamps that can be charged while electricity is on, because the doctors and surgeons, they work without electricity, so with a phone from the lighter. So we saw it, and we will buy some lamps and deliver from our club.
Absolutely.
I saw those videos. I know I showed it to Jeff Kaminsky a partner foundation. He needs that address. He's in Israel right now, drumming up support and for funding and sources for generators. I've also put Mr. Kaminsky in touch with Rotary clubs in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. He doesn't feel well right now, but he will, when he's under the weather, but he'll be there for another couple weeks. He'll have an opportunity to meet with Rotary there, and they've already agreed to help. So if we can get that address and provide it to Mr. Kaminsky, we could probably get that clinic a generator.
Yeah.
I
Because
also reached out,
yeah, thank you. You see, this is how help works, Saran. Like one idea turns like together we can do so much more, and it's amazing the power of Rotary, of helping people. This is why I joined the organization, because this is the organization that's helping people and the impact is instant. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
everything you do.
Marty, where could viewers send candles? Let's say a viewer says, hey, I want to send some candles. Where is the best place to send those candles? Do we send it to our home base, or where do we send them?
The first thing is a lot of people are surprised and shocked to hear and find out that they can ship things. I don't care if it's some little crackers and you want to ship 10 little packages of crackers in a box. They are very shocked when I tell them on the phone that the Postal Service and delivery is working in Ukraine, and you can send the tiniest little box, even if it's just got crackers, to our main office. Would you like to comment on that, Katerina, that the Postal Service and delivery is working in Ukraine?
Yeah, everything works via our foundation. We are ready to deliver everything from Europe, even from Dubai. We are now in the process to Ukrainian, because we have volunteers, we have everything to provide directly to the Kyiv, to our waterhouse in our foundation, and then to distribute to the people. Yeah, we can organize everything. Just need some support. Thank you very much for all Rotary family, especially Europe, especially America, Poland, German. We have good experience with them. They provided a lot of humanitarian food for us, and we are with pleasure to distribute for our people.
And maybe Elena, if you could type in the English, the address for the Kiev office for Phoenix Foundation and Rotary Club of Global Impact office address in the English in Kiev. What I'll do is I'll copy it and put it in here for our viewers to see worldwide. If you would like to send something, it is possible, a small box with Lance crackers in it, or something that's very lightweight, even if it's a bag of crisps or potato chips, so that it's not very heavy. But we're going to be shipping the candles, and you can always contact us at Rotary Club of Global Impact or the United States Presidential Service Center, and we will also follow up with you and provide the address to ship things to. We're also willing to accept food. We've had major food donations. Alexander Mueller sent 2 18-wheelers in Europe. We call those a semi-trailer truck. In America, it's an 18-wheeler. Alexander Mueller from the Maritime Motion Club of Rotary in Hamburg, Germany, sent 2 18-wheelers, and Katerina accepted them. Our club also applied with Nico Iannelli for a $25,000 humanitarian grant from Rotary Foundation. We're so grateful to Rotary Foundation and Governor Iannelli for approving that $25,000 in medical kits. And those were shipped over to Piotr Jankowski, the district governor of District 2231 in Warsaw, Poland. And again, those were brought thanks to Phoenix Foundation. There was a little hiccup there with the customs, and then they couldn't get the shipping. And Phoenix jumped in with Faraj Gilyadov and jumped over there to pick the stuff up in Poland and bring it back to Kiev. And then they do the small distribution into the towns. You'll see them in the villages with people crying on the camera. And it's just been amazing, the partners and the help that we've received. I'd like to now take a moment to pause and put on a couple of videos, just two of them. One from Rotary about what we've done this year and a thanks to all of you out there, and another from Phoenix Foundation. So before we do that, I would like to ask Elena, is that okay to put the address out there today, Elena?
I put the website there. Katerina, do you have address? Because I need to find it. Give me some minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will place the address from. I put the website, but she's the address. Yeah.
Perfect. And I think the address is down there on the bottom of the website page, on every page. So we'll put that out here to share it with the viewers worldwide in a second. We'll be right back.
Yeah, or better to contact us directly.
If you believe in love, alone, we can only do so much. But together, progress is boundless. Together, we provide training and resources to people and communities, growing local economies, supporting education, and promoting peace. Together, we help those who need us the most, preventing diseases, providing clean water, sanitation, and hygiene, and supporting mothers and their children. Together, we make a difference. And it is all thanks to you. As Rotary members, we challenge ourselves to do better. Only looking back to see how far we have come. Last year, more than $430 million was contributed to the Rotary Foundation. Because of you, over 1,190 global grants, 470 district grants, and 225 disaster response grants were funded. And over $15 million was donated to support refugees from Ukraine. Thank you for supporting the Rotary Foundation and all you do on behalf of others. Because of you, together we can do even more good.
Наші партнери, компанія Rotary, відправили чимало гуманітарної допомоги. Тепер справа за нами. Фонд Фенікс Груп готує до відправки допомогу туди, де вона потрібна, туди, де на неї чекають. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
Забуваємо до, зараз ми всі інші. У нас одне на всіх серцебиття. Склалися у пісню всі найкращі вірші. Таке життя, сирена укриття. Мамо, не питай, чому далеко твій син зараз. Ми живемо так, як заповів колись дід Тарас. Боремось, поборемо і все буде в нас гаразд. Тільки не питай мене, коли. Я сьогодні снився багатьом, мабуть, до біди. От би нам піти вірним шляхом, Боже, проведи. Вистачить загоїть рани всі мертвої води.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. We hope that some of our statistics, facts, and figures for you provide that type of proof that you're looking for. Where is the money going? What is it doing? Who is it going to? What is Rotary? We are 46,000 clubs in the world. We have about 1.4 million members. This club, Rotary Club of Global Impact, was sponsored by the United States Presidential Service Center when it opened on April 7th of this year. And we opened with 42 members. We are one of the largest clubs in the world, if not the single largest club on earth that has so many women. We are well over 65% of women, and we just had another lady join today. So we're very, very proud of that. And we thank you so much. We would like to say a goodbye prayer today. And whoever you pray to in the universe, even if you don't believe in God or the Great One or Yahweh or Jehovah, or no matter what you are thinking about within your religion, we just ask that you pray today, O Heavenly Parent, for the help that is needed in Ukraine, and that many people are motivated to send some type of gift within the love of the holidays as we celebrate 2 Christmases, we celebrate Kwanzaa, we have finished with Hanukkah, and we have 2 New Years in front of us. We celebrate all these holidays during this time of year. We always kick off with Muhammad's birthday at the Presidential Center. Around the middle of October every year begins everything, and we quickly go into Diwali and have the Thanksgiving and the Halloween holidays, just to name a few. And so we wish you the kindest thoughts to please consider sending some type of small gift. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to our host, Elena Sabri in California, for some parting words from her and Katerina.
Once again, guys, this is a very unusual year for us. And whoever thought that, I have a feeling like you are running on the field of snow barefoot, you know, like someone took away the earth under your feet. So you're running and rushing. And whoever knew that we will live through the war, because our relatives, our friends became overnight refugees. You know, you live your life, you go to work every day, you bring kids to school, you do your job, and then all of a sudden someone decided that they choose that your home doesn't belong to you, so your country doesn't belong to you. Someone decided that you need to speak Russian language, and that your language and your culture, your traditions, your embroidery dresses that your grandma was teaching you since you were kids, it's nothing, you know. So life can change all of a sudden. So you have a comfortable life, you think that you know it all, you're getting ready for retirement or to buy something or to reach higher peak in your career or to have a kid, and then everything all of a sudden it just shut down. And we live at 10 months now in the war, and experts say that this is only the middle, and who knows how long it will take. So it takes a lot of courage to be strong, to be resilient, to believe in yourself, not to forget about yourself, to get up in the morning, to dress up, and to continue doing your job and to help others. And I think that in this service leadership is born its real value and the answer to all the questions. This philosophical question, why I'm here. And only through helping others you find out your true values, because we are guided by these values, and we need to help others to survive and to live through the winter and to support others. So Rotary is an organization which was founded to help human beings, to help people. And I never thought to join the organization, but when I saw every day, I'm part of the WhatsApp group of the calls, and I see like Marty, he made it a mission to help and to support. And he told me and Katerina from the first day of the war, Putin will never win, you know, because he's not right. And I'm grateful to American people, to the United States, to the president that gave us the chance to live. And Ukrainian families, Ukrainian children, they survive for the basic existence and the pyramid of Maslow, you know. We were up on the top of the pyramids, but now many people down, they are fighting for their right to of hot water and to sleep, to have electricity, to continue working. And I think that just my role is to help others who is less privileged and fortunate, and to support them and to say that the light will prevail over darkness, you know, because it cannot be like someone decided took away all your human rights, basic rights to study, to work, to take a shower, to have a hot meal. It's only you decide, and I'm grateful for all Rotary members who support, who donate, who pay their dues, and who are helping others less fortunate. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart again. Thank you. Katerina.
From our side, from all Rotary, on behalf of the Rotary Foundation, on behalf of all our team, more than 100 volunteers, we would like to also say big thank you to all Rotary family, to all American people, or to all people around the world who really support us. It's very important for us in this time. And we really want everything what our kids ask and pray in this Christmas time to come true. It's a peace, and that children all over the world do not know what is this war. And we will do everything to bring back childhood to our kids, and of course some Christmas mood, and to trying to provide some small simple things like food, clothes, toys, something. We will continue to do our best with all your support. Thank you very much again, and we believe together we will win. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to all people. Happy New Year to all family. And we wish you all the best from Ukrainian, from heart of Ukrainian, from on behalf of all Ukrainian people and our foundation Phoenix Group. Thank you.